Greetings to you, YouTube. My name is Wayne, and in today's video, I want to share some of the ways that my life has changed over the last 6 months. Typically on this channel, you're going to find videos about woodworking, mostly woodworking, some about gardening, some about chickens, and even baking bread. And I am here to share a story with you. It's a story of a unfortunate medical incident. About 6 months ago, I experienced a stroke. It was very unexpected and very life-changing. As you can tell, I can speak, but that is not the rest of the story. Okay, one of the things I want to tell you how the stroke changed my life. So I had all this stuff in my head, and I actually wrote some of it down, and now I can't remember. Let me just say this. As you watch this video, you will notice that you'll notice that there are times when this video appears to have started and stopped again. And that is because of one of the effects of the stroke, and that is my thinking and planning to speak on videos. First of all, I cannot read, so I can't have a script. Now, I say I can't read. I can read, but it is very slow, and I couldn't read as fast as I'm talking right now. So I can make myself a few notes, but I will have to start. I can make myself a few notes, but I'll have to stop the video, read the notes, and then start it again so that I can articulate the thought that I had in mind. Another effect of the stroke is that my memory is definitely not what it used to be. So I have plans, and I walk from one room to another, and I forget what I went there for. It's definitely different than before the stroke. So the effects of the stroke are basically my thought processes, my short-term memory for sure, and my ability to read. And that is, for me, kind of sad because I am a reader. I was a reader. Now I have to listen to audiobooks, and that's okay, but it definitely is not my favorite way to read. I would prefer to have the book in my hand. I don't like using my phone or a computer to read, and I don't like having somebody read to me, because actually somebody reading to you changes the whole complexion of what you're reading. If you're reading a novel, for instance, which is what I do a lot, the person who's reading to you really shapes the way you feel about what is being read, rather than you being able to imagine what this person is like when they're talking because of what the author has put down on paper. You establish a feel for what that character in the story is like. When somebody else reads it to you, it's a whole different feeling, a whole different way to think about the character in the story. So my preference is to be able to read, which at this point I can read very, very slowly. It is not the way I prefer to read a novel. It's not fast enough, and me struggling over the words as I'm reading them it detracts from the story massively. I do use the audio capabilities of my computer or my phone to read, but again, not my perfect way to do it. One of the major things that happened is being able to drive. Now, I am back to driving. No, I'm definitely not going on any long trips. So to the grocery store or the Home Depot or Lowe's to pick up lumber supplies, that is fine. I can drive to my son's house, which is about an hour and a half away, but longer trips than that is not going to happen for a while. So the reason for YouTube now, because I used to have a YouTube channel. Actually, I've had the YouTube channel for quite some time, about 10 years. But before that, I had another channel and it was shut down. So that's kind of why I stopped doing YouTube. The people that run YouTube shut me down. I think it was because one of my videos was copied and put on somebody else's channel. And instead of shutting them down, they shut me down. There's no way to contact them to try to rectify the situation. In this case, somebody else stealing my video or videos, because I was actually doing pretty well on YouTube for back then. Not so much now. Now I have to reestablish my presence on YouTube. I still was able to leave a couple of videos from back then that were not on the channel that got shut down. Instead they were on a separate channel, um, and they did pretty well, and it had to do with some things that I'm still doing, like repairing clock motors and that kind of thing. So you can still see those, and I'm very thankful for that. But now I'm trying to reestablish, and that is because of the stroke. The stroke is right now the guiding factor in what's going on with my YouTube channel and my Etsy channel. So I'm trying to modify Etsy to accommodate the shortcomings that I have in, maybe I sound okay talking, but my thinking process is definitely different. So rather than trying to continue what I was doing, I am trying to reinvent myself. I do not want to sit down and watch TV or YouTube or whatever. I do not want to do that. But instead, I want to keep busy in the shop. I will continue selling things on Etsy, which was the main source of income, not the main source of income, but a supplement that I established 10 years ago when I retired from my school teaching job. And that's done pretty well for me. But I want to keep doing it, but modified because of the stroke. So I want to keep doing YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. The wrong words come out. I want to keep doing Etsy, and I will put a link to it in the description of this video so you can see the kind of things that I have done. And even right now, I'll show you a couple of the things. There they are. And I want to keep doing that. And I also want to share some of my experience on YouTube. I have been watching some other, what do they call them? Creators. They are creators in their retirement ages. Some of them are doing really, really well. They don't have the huge audience of a Mr. Beast or whatever that guy's name is that is the most popular on YouTube, but their channels get a lot of views, and they are able to speak the language of people over 50 or 60. And some of us, those people over 50 or 60, enjoy watching that rather than watching Mr. Beast. So there's definitely a place for us and I want to be a part of that. And it also helps me because it stretches me, because this is not a natural thing for me to talk into the camera. Supposedly, you're supposed to be able to talk to somebody in there like they were right there, and I have to figure that out. And if you happen to be watching right now and you haven't subscribed yet, if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to do so. And if you can follow my journey, maybe I have some helpful hints for you. That would be nice. Okay, so that's my story, and I'm sort of sticking to it. Wanted to share too some of the other things that you might be seeing. I do some gardening. Oh yeah, look at that butterfly. That's cool. Very cool. And here is some tomatoes and peppers and sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes really do well. Look at this, another butterfly. So cool. Sweet potatoes flourish here where I live. This is what's called the Treasure Coast of Florida, in particular Vero Beach. Okay, here's my chicken coop. See what a mess they've made of it? I don't care how often I come out and straighten this thing up. As soon as I start straightening, they jump right in and start messing. So right now, because it's hot here, they're over there in the corner behind that bush. See if I can. Oh wait, here's a couple of them in here. Can you see him in there? That's Ethel, the black one. She's the only black one, so that's how I know it's Ethel. She's cool. Alrighty. Hey, I appreciate your support, and I want to thank you for watching. And if you find this video helpful, entertaining, something worth watching, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you can. See you next time.